Hello and welcome to another thoughts video. I thought I'd quickly go over the new Lego sets that had just come out or just announced a few days ago. There are currently three, and I'll keep this really brief on each one. First up, we have the Baby Dinosaur Pteranodon set, which is a junior set. I would go to the Lego shop, but they're not up there right now, so I'm guessing they're getting final pictures for those. Just initial thoughts. It's a junior set. I don't see anything wrong about it. Reprinted little small rafters. It looks like both variants, I think. Yeah, because the head's different on this one than this one. You got what was used for Beta, and then what I'm guessing was used for Moros for Dominion. And then you got Zora and Owen here. And obviously junior set, because the helicopter's mostly one big piece. Looks like this is definitely a new piece for Baby Pteranodon. Very cartoonish with the eyes, but again, junior set. Not much to say on it. It's just a simple little set. I don't know if that looks like it's part of it. Yeah. Other than that, it's okay. Although for 30 bucks, it's kind of steep, but it's not something I'll get. Up next, we have the Young T-Rex Transport Truck, which is also a junior set. Going off the truck piece here, this is just one big plastic box with a few pieces tossed on top of it. I think that's supposed to be Ian Malcolm. Obviously, this is meant to be Sarah Harding. Pretty sure that's who it's meant to be. And this is meant to be Ian Malcolm. And, get a small four-wheeler, little stick, hot dog on the end. It's a junior set. It's going to be cartoony. And then the truck, nothing wrong, right home about. Looks like that's probably just a printed piece, I'd have to guess. And those are also printed. And then enough space in the back for this new T-Rex piece, Young T-Rex. Which is interesting because the arms are facing different ways. But, gives it a little character, I suppose. It's actually funny. It's got minifigure hands for its arms, which makes sense. It's a baby T-Rex. I'm just now realizing this. That's kind of funny. It does, again, a junior set, so it's going to look cartoony. Head's definitely a little too big, but, for what it is, not bad at all. This is also $30, so between the two junior sets, this one's probably more worth it, considering what you get if you're into them. Outside of that, nothing else too special. And then, now this is, I'll probably talk a little bit longer on this one. This is the one everybody, I think, was more so waiting for, myself included, just to see what they were going to do. I'm actually surprised by it. It is the Spinosaurus Dinosaur Escape. Now, obviously, it's meant to be representing the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, and it's okay. Don't really know what to say on it. I mean, Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, in general, is one of the most complex designs ever, already to capture, more so in the color palette and patterns. So, I'm not, especially at this scale, I'm not going to be too fussed about the colors and all that. It gets the general point across with the reds and the grays and browns. Maybe a little bit of some light blue in the sail, or like a sand blue. Plates would be kind of nice. And obviously they tried replicating its little like hornlets on the front with this cheese slope, but it doesn't really work considering the scale it's built in. Now, the head on this is okay. I'm gonna guess those are printed eyes. Top teeth are okay. I'm actually surprised what they did for the lower teeth. That's actually a good use of that part there. I don't know what they call that part, but it's good use of it. I actually like that. That's really nice. It's got articulated arms, which is nice. I'm actually surprised by that. Now, the legs are nothing to really write home about. It's like their other brick-built T-Rex. It's using that same style of building and basing. So the hips are going to stick out wide for articulation. It's whatever. Tail's okay. I don't know what's going on here with this part of the tail. That looks a little funny. I think they're trying to give it depth, but from here, it just doesn't look right. It looks like a rock. Spine, again, okay. I will say these pieces trying to transition the sail into the body is definitely a little weird. For what they're working with and it being Lego, it's okay. Definitely very botched, though, at the same time for trying to be a Spinosaurus. especially the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. Now, what I wish they used was this guy. Was the Jurassic World, the Lego game, Spinosaurus. Now they have many, many nice models, Lego models, in the game. And it's Lego. It's their models. Now I understand that they're designed to be rigged so that they can be animated and posed for the game. However, I'm sure Lego themselves could have easily taken any of the models from the game, just like this, exactly just like this, and printed it out. I don't know why. Plenty of other people have done it. There are STL files for 3D printers for this guy, for this model, for all of the 3D models from that game, actually. And I'm actually planning at some point this year to 3D print out this Lego Spinosaurus. Because I'd like to have one in my collection. It baffles me. It's just sometimes with Lego. It's like you have all these really nice 3D models, especially this one. You look at it and it's like, okay, if you think Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, I can see it, but it's also Lego. And it's just the perfect design for a Jurassic Park 3 Lego Spinosaurus, if printed in all the big plastic pieces. Now, the one for Rebirth isn't too bad, but that's based off the Rebirth Spinosaurus. I'm sure they could have easily tweaked that. Just give us a new head, use the baryonyx as the base for a head even, and then, neck piece. They had the parts for it. Even if it was, it wasn't this model specifically, I'm sure they could have given us something very similar, which I'd rather prefer. Again, it's Lego at the end of the day, so they can do whatever. But I would have used what they have in their files somewhere, that Jurassic Park 3 Lego Spinosaurus from the games. There's also this little fence piece back here. Don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. I think it's meant to replicate the fence the Spinosaurus breaks through. That's the only thing I can think of right before they get into the aviary, into the bird cage. But that's all I can think this is for, or what's supposed to represent. And then it has a Jurassic Park. You can't see it in this photo. It has a Jurassic Park logo sticker on it. I would just put Jurassic Park 3. And then, real quick, yeah, why not just show the Spinosaurus from Rebirth? They could have just used this. Take the head, give us like a little longer of a neck piece, change the tail. Yeah, just change the tail, give us a little bit of a longer neck, and just change the colors. I would have been happy with this as a JP3 Lego Spino, made with the plastic pieces. But I will say, the other part of the set I'm actually intrigued in, only reason I may get the set, is a official Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant and Billy, which I'm surprised. He has got his plaid shirt on there. Now, I think they've combined his plaid shirt with his Carhartt jacket, because the plaid, it's just meant to be like a pale, like a grayish white as the base color, and then everything else print wise is completely fine. And then Billy is pretty good. He's got his jacket, his pants, simple blue shirt underneath. It's not coming to me right now, but I think that's fine. He's got a little bag, little satchel, put the eggs in. I don't know why he has an iPhone. I don't know why he has an iPhone doing. That's just like really, the bike also itself is random, and the iPhone. Now I'm more so speaking from like, if I wanted this to be a collector's item and accurate to the film, obviously no motorcycle and no iPhone. It is also a Lego set at the end of the day, so they have room to play around with it. I'm just surprised we got an official JP3 Alan Grant and a Billy. It may be the only reason I will get this set, and when I 3D print out this guy for them to go with this and just display them on my shelf. All in all, it's okay. For $75 though, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Only reason I'll get it, if I really, really want it, are the two minifigures. Spinosaurus, I couldn't really care for. Although I may just get it just because it's also meant to be the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. But other than that, it's okay. Again, would have used this Spinosaurus, but Lego does Lego. And they don't use all the resources, I think. So be with what you will. It's an okay set. And I know people have been like, this is really botched. Again, I think it's just barely passable for what it's trying to represent. So yeah. And then this next set has not been revealed yet. I'll just touch on it really quickly. I do not know why it hasn't been revealed yet. But the Mosasaurus boat attack. It's not a dinosaur, it's a aquatic reptile, which are not
Lizard.
dinosaurs. That's just me being really nerdy and scientific and blah, blah, blah. For 703 pieces for $100, either it will be, this will either actually have a fully, like, non-brick built Mosasaur, and it will be like the one from the Jurassic World game, Lego game as well, where it's fully plastic pieces like the T-Rex currently and the Triceratops and Chilosaurus, all the big dinosaur figures. Because for 703 pieces for $100 is pretty steep if you're going by the 10 cents per piece rule. Or we'll have another brick built Mosasaurus, and then a giant or semi-large, medium, giant plastic boat piece that the Mosasaur can attack, but we'll have to wait and see. Curious why this wasn't revealed fully just yet, but if I do another little news video just on products, then I'll definitely just pop it up. And then up next, this was kind of out of the blue. I wasn't expecting this. A Jeep Wrangler for May. Now this is actually pretty cool. I might actually get this. I was hoping more so for the Ford Explorer, but this is also pretty cool. I like the aesthetic of Jurassic Park's Jeep with just the red and the gray and then the tan cover. I like it. It's a good color scheme. Very well done. What Lego's done here, it's pretty nice. And you get the East Dock sign. It's really, really nice. And okay, those are just giant like tarp pieces. Fair enough. I mean, it's pretty realistic actually if you think about it. This actually has a working winch, which is cool. And this will be a little thing I'll mention next. I'm hoping, if I get this, I'm hoping that is a printed tile. It's probably going to be a sticker. Probably for everything else, it'll be a sticker. Yeah, that 12 is definitely a sticker. I can just tell looking at it. Overall, yeah, it's pretty good. Especially, given they have the large scale to work with. It looks really nice for a Lego set. And I like boxes a lot, so just how it's displayed on the box with the red and then the black. And then Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. I don't think, again, I might get it, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm not mistaken, is there any more photos? No, yeah, there's the price. Yeah, $200 for 1,924 pieces. Yeah, okay. That checks out pretty well, actually. So, yeah, I might pick this up, put it on my shelf. Who knows? Wait and see. And funnily enough, pretty sure it was not too long after this, or just before this Lego Jeep was revealed. For the first time, I'm very surprised that this is even a thing. The Hammond collection is doing vehicles now, starting with the 93 Jeep Wrangler. What an interesting term of events. Lego and the Hammond collection. So, as far as I'm aware, these are all just, they're work in progress photos and renders of this. And overall, I think it's pretty good. Probably one of the best Hammond collection toys, I guess. Yeah, like toys. Because there's no other vehicles yet. But there will be now that this is a thing. Definitely one of the most accurate things so far from the line. Funnily enough, it's a vehicle. But they also have the license to Jeep and everything. And they've done vehicles before, Mattel has. So, not surprised by how well it is. And it has got parts that you can swap out, which is nice. So it says in the description, you can replicate the 3 different variants. Of course, when you first see it in the beginning of the movie, when Dennis Nedry is driving it and when Muldoon is driving it away from the T-Rex. If I'm not mistaken, that was in the description. And this one is pretty cool. I actually like this because it has working lights. I'm just trying to look for it here. You got the rubber tires, working lights, and a winch. Now, I'm not sure if the winch itself actually works, but if it does, that's really cool. But as far as I'm aware, as of right now, what is known is that the winch does not work, which is kind of funny considering everything else on the Lego one, the lights and everything else don't work, but the only thing that works is the winch. The doors, obviously. But like when it comes to small mechanics working, Lego, winch, and then Hammond collection, everything else apart from the winch so far. All in all, it was a nice little surprise. I don't know why they have the true effects on there. It's a Jeep. I mean, you can't really get more true effects than that. So I might pick this up depending, again, how I'm feeling. It's just what I think of it after a certain point. It might be good to have, actually, to just scale some of my figures I have. I like the 1/18th scale, so I might actually pick it up. When it comes out, I'm not sure, so we will wait and see. And if they do a Ford Explorer, then I'll probably get that. And if they do the Mobile Command Center from the Lost World, that would be awesome too. But we'll wait and see. I think they're testing it with the Jeep, and then depending on how well this sells, they'll most likely do other vehicles. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Just my quick thoughts, a little ranty. Just want to go over a few things that came up that I thought I wanted to just go over. And yeah, hopefully we'll get this soon. I'm curious what this will look like, because it's probably the inverse of what everyone was thinking would happen. We'd get a plastic big figured Spinosaurus that's Jurassic Park 3 stylized, and then another brick built Mosasaurus. I think it's going to be the inverse, where this ended up being brick built, and then for some reason, the Mosasaurus will be like big plastic parts. So wait and see. Thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.